Right, that's going. Alright, hello everybody, I'm Zifu. How are you all going today? Today we are playing Endless Sky Part 1. I'm gonna try as a pilot. I've never played as, as a fighter pilot. I've never played as a fighter pilot, only cargo, so I'm not too sure how it works, but hopefully I'll be able to do it. So, we're gonna, I'll explain this, I guess. So, you're just kind of taking a very big loan to start your kind of company and just entering your name. So Zifu, why the hell not? The elevator is so well tuned that you do not even realize it is moving until it has deposited you back in the lobby. But as you leave the bank, you are smiling. This crazy adventure suddenly feels real to you. You are going to do it. You are finally going to get off this planet. Compared to the bank, you feel much more at home in the shipyard, walking among the rusted out hulks and newer ships that gleam in the sunlight. You smell trees and dirt among rocket fuel. Wonderful smells. There are 3 ship models within your price range. Which one you choose will determine your future. So of course I'm going to go with the Sparrow, which is an interceptor or a fighter. You got the shuttle here, which is a transport. Starbud, which is a light freighter, and so on. So pretty much an interceptor because it has a hyperdrive. So that's the difference between them. Fighters don't, I believe, and interceptors do. So I'm going to buy that, and we shall name it. Why not Sparrow 1? Sure, Sparrow 1. Quite a generic name. Actually, let's randomize it. Duchess of New. Because I'm Australia, why not? I'm Australian, so we're going to call it Duchess of New Holland, because Australia used to be called New Holland, so I'm going to name it that. And let's leave. Okay, so, with some trepidation, you give the shipyard owner your money, and take your new ship for a test drive, piloting it out of the shipyard and onto a spare landing pad by the spaceport. Then you get out and look the ship over a bit more closely. You are busy polishing out a few rust spots with a piece of steel wool, and when an old man in a grease-stained overalls walks up. Nothing quite like buying your first starship, he says. I'm going to pick... Yeah, why not? Yeah, I'm still in kind of shock how much money I spent. He grins. I know the feeling. It's a crime how much interest the banks charge on the first-timers. It's been that way ever since when I first started out. You're a captain? You ask. Yeah, or was, he says. Sold off my fleet a few days ago, and I already miss it. But it was time for me to retire. My apologies. His voice trails off, and then his face lights up. Say, any chance I could hitch a ride with you? Maybe show you the ropes, give you some pointers? I could pay you, of course. Yeah, sure. Where are you trying to get to? Well, he says, I've got a spot reserved in a retirement home, but I don't mind taking a roundabout way to get there. For starters, how about you give me a lift to New Greenland? It's just 1 jump away from here. I can mark it on your map. Ugh, can't speak. Sounds good. Yep. Great, he says. My name is James, by the way. Sir Zifu, you say. Oh, it is Zifu. I'm looking forward to travelling with you, Captain Zifu, says James. As you're helping him wheel his luggage aboard and showing him his bunk, he says, before we take off, you might need to head over to the trading centre and stock up on medical goods. We can sell those for a good profit on New Greenland. Or take a look at the outfitter, if you like, but they don't sell much here compared to on the big manufacturing worlds. Alright, so, spaceport, no trading. He said medical supplies, so we're gonna grab some of those. Medical, let's buy all we can. Alright, now let's start. So, I haven't played this in a while, so let's hope, oh no, that's not right. Let's hope memory serves well. Oh, just 1 click. I don't think I was meant to do that. J is No, that's L. Okay. L is landing. I think I just left him. No, sorry. That's where we were. Spaceport. No. Depart. No, that's okay. Yes. I'm actually a genius. That's the pointer to where to go. So I'm gonna head over to there, just engaging the and let's land. Yeah, New Greenland. Here we go. As you land in New Greenland, James says, "Congrats on your first trip through hyperspace. I'm impressed that you didn't throw up. Most folks do the first time, including you. You ask? Yeah." And then spent half an hour in orbit cleaning my cabin while hoping the passengers wouldn't come out of their bunk and see the mess. Not my proudest moment. Anyway, here's your pay. He hands you 10,000 credits. Then he adds, "If you're okay giving me a lift for a while longer, sell that cargo you bought and then me in the spaceport, sorry. I'll see if I can rustle up any interesting work for you to do." Right, sounds good. So let's sell all this off. Spaceport, I'm pretty sure he said. You find James standing on an old landing pad underneath a large freighter, chatting with a man you assume is the captain. "There you are," he says. "Captain Eldred here says his two ships have been having trouble with pirates ever since they left the room 10 days ago, and he's looking for an escort to get them safely to Gemstone. Are you interested?" "Of course." "Great," he says. "Finally, we're ready to leave the planet. They'll take off behind us and follow us to Gemstone." As you begin walking away together, he adds in a quieter voice, "Normally a fresh pilot like you with no combat reputation would never be offered a mission like this, so try not to mess things up. Remember that we don't have to kill the pirates. All we have to do is make sure the convoy isn't destroyed. But freighters are slow, so you can't just go skipping through hyperspace as fast as you want. You need to stick around and make sure they're behind you." Done. Alright, so, where are we going? We are going to Taurus, so, is there no, okay. So, do we know anything about Taurus? No. Okay, well, I'm going to buy whatever's extremely low here. So, low food. I'm going to buy a bit of clothing, because hopefully it's not extremely low there. So, let me, okay, so you can just click on things. Alright, here goes the first engagement. I don't know what to click. Okay. Alright, okay. So, oh no. Oh, they killed the force. Okay, cool. Let's go. Let's just go. Right, they're ready. Okay, I've had no training with a fighter yet, so this is all completely new to me. Enter Taurus. So waiting for these. When these little things down in the bottom left go white, they're ready, I think. I believe. Yep, yeah. So let's land. We evaded those, luckily. Alright, Captain of the Horn of Plenty hands. The Captain of the Horn of Plenty hands you 30,000 credits and thanks you for your escort services. From the expression on his face, you guess that he's feeling lucky to still be alive after entrusting the safety of his fleet to a rookie pilot like yourself. After he's gone, James turns to you and says, "Not too bad for your first escort mission. If you still have a hankering for some dangerous missions, come and find me in the spaceport before you leave." He picks up his suitcase and heads outside. As before, yep, okay, cool. And there's still nothing. Okay, let's try to pay some off. I'm gonna pay 30,000 straight off. And another 10 because that's what James gave you. 1, 2, 3. Doesn't seem right. I don't think I actually I'm gonna put 29. 0, 0. There we go. Okay, so that's now actually what we have earned. So let's go to Spaceport and see James. You find James in the Spaceport bar talking with a woman wearing a business suit. The expression on James's face is growing increasingly concerned as she speaks. Seeing you come in, he waves to you and you join them at the table. "Hello, sir," says James. "This is Marissa, a senior manager at the mines." You shake hands with her. "Here's the deal," says Marissa. "Most of the gemstones we mine here are industrial grade. Not pretty enough to be worth using as anything but sandpaper, grit, or drill bits. But every once in a while we happen on some higher quality gems. No one in this sector has the money to spend on jewelry, so we ship them north to the Paradise Worlds. But in the past few months, every shipment we have sent has been attacked by a pirate ship, the Hammer of Thor. We don't want the money to pay a bounty hunter to take out the hammer, so instead we're going to pay you to outrun it. Is the Duchess of New Holland a fast ship? As fast as they come, nothing bigger than a fighter could chase it down." "Yep, let's go for it." "Great," she says. "My people will load up your ship immediately. Good luck, Captain." After she leaves, James says to you, "Now, get one thing clear. This is not your David and Goliath moment. The hammer shields are 10 times as strong as yours. And if it's able to bring its weapons to bear, you'll be dead in 2 seconds. So that moment when you're in the sky, we head straight for hyperspace. Don't even wait around to see if the hammer is coming or not. Got it?" "Got it." Alright. So, let's get there. So, no, I don't want to go there. I want to go there. So, let's go. Gonna get straight over here. Jump to the next one. I'm gonna try to get this going a bit by doing it myself. To turn. Okay, it has to be completely stationary. Oh well, I'll let it do it. I'm gonna let. Oh, ingot. Okay, I've been here before. As you land on the ingot, James says, "Well, you made it in one piece. Still think you want to be piloting a Sparrow?" "Yep, of course, first one. Sure, but I can't wait until I've got a ship big enough to stand up to the pirates instead of running from them." Alright. "Better start than saving up, then," he says. "Anyway, let's go get your payment." You walk out of the ship and sign the papers to hand off the gemstones to the dock workers on Ingot. They hand you a credit chip worth 40,000 credits. "If you're willing to take me one more journey," says James, "meet me in the spaceport bar in a little while." Alright, so let's go to the bank. I believe I just got 40, so I'm going to pay 35 off. Apologies. So, just getting that down a bit. Now let's go back to the spaceport. You find James sitting at the spaceport's tiny bar, sipping a beer while listening to the steady patter of micrometeorites against the roof. "Working here," says James, "is one of the few jobs in the galaxy more dangerous than fighting pirates, and worse. Because if a big meteorite decides to strike this station, there's basically nothing you can do about it except hope they see it coming. Care for a drink?" "Sure." He buys you a beer. It tastes a little stale, but it's not the worst beer you've ever had. You can't help but feel sorry for the people who work here, so isolated and cut off from even the basic amenities you took for granted on New Boston. "Anyway," says James, "would you be willing to take me on one more journey?" "Of course I will." Once again you walk back to your ship with James. Once you get there, as he's stowing his luggage, you pull up the information your computer has on Hestia. It's one of the Paradise Worlds, terraformed to have a perfect climate, accessible only to the very wealthy. You wonder whether James is going to be able to fit in there. Alright, let's go to the outfitter. I'm going to grab local map. They're quite cheap. And can I buy more? No. Looking for extra fuel pods. Okay, they don't. Let's get to Talacia. And if we encounter anything on the way, I shall do my best to engage it. Because we can always earn a better battle rating, I'm pretty sure. So one last jump. Being scanned. Okay. So here we are to let's land on Hestia now. Perfect. Alright. As you are piloting your ship down to land on Hestia, James disappears into his bunk room. After the ship has landed, he comes out, no longer in a grease-stained coveralls he's been wearing up until now, but in a suit. As a lifelong textile worker, you automatically note that the suit is made of real wool, very finely woven, and that it has been tailored to fit him. He smooths down the front of the suit distractedly and then looks at his hands as if unsure of where to put them. "How do I look?" he asks, like a millionaire. Well, that's the other thing about being a captain, he says. You can get filthy rich. There's an awkward pause. You're unsure of how to respond. Then he says, This here planet is one of the most exclusive retirement communities in the galaxy. Plenty of the locals are probably worth more than 1 billion credits, but they're mostly financial or business types or old money. I'm rich enough to be here, but I just hope they're willing to socialize with someone who has made his fortune flying a ship. He hands you a credit chip worth 30,000 credits. He says, "Best of luck to you, Captain. Don't hesitate to look me up if you're ever in the area." Done. Alright, let's pay this off. I got 30,000. I'm going to pay 20,000 off. Alright, so that was episode 1. I'll save it here, and I shall see you in the next video, I guess.